Well, you guys can probably hear it hitting the truck, but it is raining outside. I've got my rain gear on. I've got a plastic baggie for the camera. I'm gonna try not to ruin it. And I probably wouldn't go this afternoon, but it's October 26th. My truck says it's 54 degrees right now. Sometimes these late October days with this kind of lighter rain, some of these days can be really good. And we had a really nice buck going in front of this stand this morning, crossing into a big long strip of grass. So I'm hoping maybe he was going in there to hang out or run around, maybe look for the first couple does that are coming in, and maybe he'll come out there in front of that stand again this evening. There's been at least 3 mature bucks by that stand. I don't know if I would shoot the other 2 just based on antler size and what else is around, but the one that went in there this morning is a pretty nice deer. So that's kind of why I'm going out here in the rain and chancing ruining this camera stuff and getting all soaking wet. But I think it's gonna be a good sit. Could be. We got some corn out in front of me here, and it backs up to a bean field. I don't know if they got the beans cut over there yet or not. I don't know. That's what we're looking at. That's why we're headed out in the rain. I don't know how much I'll be able to do in the stand. I'll probably be using the GoPro a lot. The audio is probably not gonna be great because I have to use the GoPro for that too, because the mic's gonna be covered up, but we'll see if we can't make it work. I made it back in here. Stands in a pretty good spot, but I have like one shooting lane, and I can't shoot the scrape that these bucks have been coming to in and out of here, but I can shoot when they make the corner. If one comes out of here though and turns and goes straight away from me, he could be within 10 yards and I'd never get a shot at him. But hopefully that ain't what happens. The beans back here are cut. So there's a big open bean field and standing corn right here that come together out in front of me behind this pin oak. So there's a definite edge that they've been using, so I'm hoping they'll want to go to that edge and work up. There's a little fence row, I don't know, 100 yards up the edge of this cornfield. So one way or the other, I'm hoping they end up out here in the shooting lane, whether they're coming from that way or going. That buck this morning was coming from that direction and went across right here. Hoping to catch him coming back, going to wherever he came from. He's been spending a lot of time to the southwest of here. I don't know, about a half mile. So hopefully he'll be wanting to go back. Catch him out here about 15 yards. This is a stand where Dusty killed his first buck last year. The bow buck that what he got on camera. So it's got some history. Got an east wind that's blowing good down this fence row for us. I don't know if the rain's gonna let up, but like I said, sometimes these are good days to be out here. So I got plastic bags over all my camera stuff. Really, if I can get out of here with messing those up, I'll call it a win, but even better if we can get one of these mature bucks in here, and especially that definite shooter. Yep. I think that was the deer we call long beams. I hope I got a good video of him. I couldn't decide whether I wanted to shoot him or not until he got down here. Kind of like Dad said when he shot his, bird in hand. I don't think he'll go far. I'm gonna look at this and see what I got. Well, there he is, guys. I was walking out and come across him, so there wasn't much. I don't know if I got very good light. Not much to the recovery. He's not got like a ton of width or nothing, but he's got some good tines. He's got good beams, so I'm happy with him. He didn't go 50, 60 yards maybe. I'll try to get out here, or get out somewhere tomorrow and do a better interview, so I'll see you guys then. All right, well, this is the buck that we called long beams. You can see the shed down there in front of him. Dusty's had some history with him. He's a 5.5-year-old deer, and it was kind of a late decision to shoot him, so I wasn't real proud of how the video turned out, but his last light, and it was raining, and I had the camera in like a gallon plastic bag trying to get everything done, so it was quite the setup. But you could see him come out in the field, and then as he was coming down the edge, I was trying to decide which deer he was, because there's 3 or 4 mature 8-pointers in here, and I wasn't sold on shooting a couple of them. But when he got beside me, I saw that long beam, and I knew which deer it was, and I thought I better shoot him. So ended up at like 15 yards, made a good shot on him. And there's 2 things I wanted to kind of hit on from this hunt. Number one is it was raining like all afternoon, and sometimes, especially late October, those days can be really good, and you just got to get out there and get after it. If you got a buck you want to shoot, and you've got the right wind. This is not the deer I was actually in there for. There was a bigger one on camera that I was hunting, but it just worked out that this one was the one that came by. So even if it's one of those days, if you got the day to hunt and it's the right time of year, you can get out there and get it done in the rain. And the other thing is, you guys could see on the video, I had a group of does come out and get downwind of me, and they ended up blowing at me. And I know a lot of guys think, well, if the doe blows, my hunt's over. But if you sit out there long enough, those does, especially with fawns, will blow at everything. And the bucks eventually, I think, get used to it to some extent, and sometimes they'll even come out and check it out, and it gets them curious. But a lot of times I think they just ignore those old does with their fawns blowing. So that was 20-30 minutes before this buck came out. So if you got one blowing at you, I mean, shoot her if you can, but it doesn't mean your hunt's over. So there's a couple things I wanted to hit on from this hunt. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I'll try to do better next time, even if it's raining. But yeah, I'm happy with this buck. Glad we could get him on the ground, and now me and Dusty both can be really picky throughout the month of November. So we'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.